Welcome. My name is Purnima. Non-detail Chapter 2 Karna Part 2 Question Answer 10th Standard Karnataka State Board Syllabus as per 2024-2025. It is a English First Language Part 1. First mean is glossary. Arena means a place of activity or conflict, like a ground. Emanate, to come or flow from. Road means walked with a long step. Clasped means held tightly. Blazing wrath means burning anger. Prayed unbidden means talk too much, uninvited. Revived means recovered. Stupefied means shocked. Anguish means distress. Coin means a young member of the noble family. Lineage means the families from which somebody is descended. Insignia means symbols of rank or authority. Obeisance means obedience to or respect for. Filial reverence means respect expected from son. Coronation means crowning ceremony. Coronation, crowning ceremony. Indignantly means angrily. Predilection, election means reverence. Proviso means condition. Burrowed means dug into. Tremor means shaking. Benediction means blessing. Alleviated means made less favor. Generalissimo means general leading combined armies. Mishap means misfortune. Invigil means to persuade somebody to do something by means of false praise or deception. Incognito means hiding his true identity. Vested, accepted without protest. Chivalry means the qualities expected of ideal soldiers. Impute means put the responsibility. Second main comprehension question. Answer briefly the following question. One is why was a large crowd assembled in the arena? A large crowd assembled in the arena to witness the grand display of martial skills and prowess. This event was organized to showcase the talents of young princes and warriors who had been trained by the esteemed teacher Drona. Among the participants were the Pandavas and the Kauravas, who demonstrated their expertise in archery and sword fighting and other forms of combat. The arena was abuzz with excitement as the people gathered to see who would emerge as the most skilled warrior. It was during this event that Karna made his dramatic entrance, challenging Arjuna, one of the finest archers. Karna's appearance and his subsequent challenge left the audience in awe, as they had never seen such a formidable warrior from an unknown background. This moment marked the beginning of Karna's journey to prove himself and gain recognition in the world of warriors. The assembled crowd was not only there to witness the competition but also to support their favored warriors and revel in spectacle of skill and valor. It was a momentous occasion that brought together people from different walks of life, united by their love for martial arts and their admiration for brave warriors. What did Duryodhana envy? Witnessing Arjuna's prowess and admiration he received, Duryodhana was consumed with envy and hatred. This jealousy foreshadows the deep-seated animosity that would later lead to the great conflict between the two factions. Question 3. How does the writer introduce Karna to the assembly? At the end of the day's event, powerful and loud sound suddenly came from the entrance of arena. It was as loud as thunder caused by the mighty arms of someone slapping in challenge. Everyone's attention turned towards the sound, and they saw a young man who looked like a god, radiating light and power. He walked through the crowd. It silently made way for him in awe. He proudly glanced around and gave a casual salute to teachers Drona and Kripa and walked straight up to Arjuna. Unbeknownst to everyone, Karna, the young man, and Arjuna were actually brothers. However, due to the fate's cruel twist, neither of them was aware of their shared bloodline. This moment set the stage for their inevitable confrontation. 4. What was the cause for Duryodhana's exultation? Karna spoke to Arjuna in a powerful voice, saying, Arjuna, I will show even great skills than you have displayed. With the permission from Drona, Karna, who loved fighting, easily repeated all the Arjuna's impressive actions. Duryodhana was extremely happy and hugged Karna in joy. This was the cause for Duryodhana's exultation. Fifth question. How does Karna challenge Arjuna? The Karna addressed Arjuna in a voice deep as rumbling thunder. Arjuna, I shall show great skill than you have displayed. Sixth one. Who were the divine parents of the two heroes? The two heroes in question are likely Karna and Arjuna. One is Karna, his divine parent is Surya, the sun god. Karna's mother Kunti, who received a boon from sage Durvasa that allowed her to invoke any deity and have a child with him. With them, Kunti invoked Surya and gave birth to Karna before her marriage to King Pandu. Second is Arjuna. His divine parent is Indra, the king of gods and the god of thunder and rain. Arjuna's mother is also Kunti. After her marriage to King Pandu, Kunti used the name Boon to invoke Indra, resulting in the birth of Arjuna. Seven is why was Kunti stupefied? Kunti was stupefied because she suddenly recognized Karna as her own son when Karna entered the arena and demonstrated his extraordinary skill. Kunti realized that he was the child she had abandoned at birth. A shock and the realization of seeing her long lost son now standing as a rival to her other son left her overwhelmed and astonished. This moment was emotionally intense for her and filled with a mix of guilt, sorrow, and disbelief. Eighth one. Why did Kripacharya object to Karna joining in the battle? Kripacharya objected to Karna joining the battle due to the doubts at Karna's lineage. In the traditional society of Mahabharata, one's birth and the caste played a significant role in determining one's status and eligibility for certain roles. When Karna challenged Arjuna, Kripacharya questioned Karna's right to participate in the contest meant for princes and warriors of the noble birth. Since the Karna was believed to be the son of charioteer, his participation was seen as inappropriate. Kripacharya's objection was rooted in the societal norms and prejudices of the time, which placed great importance on one's birth and caste. This objection led to a pivotal moment when Duryodhana intervened, defending Karna and elevating his status by making him the king of Anga. This act not only silenced the objections but also deepened the bond between Duryodhana and Karna. Ninth one, how did Duryodhana restore Karna's honor? When Kripacharya questioned Karna's right to participate in contest due to his perceived low birth, Duryodhana stepped in to defend him. Duryodhana recognized Karna's exceptional skills and saw the opportunity to both elevate Karna's status and gain a loyal, loyalty, loyal ally. Sorry. To restore Karna's honor and grant him the recognition he deserved, Duryodhana immediately crowned Karna as the king of Anga, the reign in ancient India. By bestowing his royal title upon Karna, Duryodhana effectively silenced the objections regarding Karna's lineage and elevated his social status. This act of generosity and support not only restored Karna's honor but also solidified his loyalty to Duryodhana. The two became close friends, and Karna remained the steadfast ally of Duryodhana throughout the Mahabharata. This moment marked the beginning of the deep bond between them, shaping the events that should unfold in the epic tale. Tenth one, how does Bhima ridicule Karna? Bhima ridiculed Karna by mocking his status and questioning his right to compete with princes. Bhima is aware of Karna's perceived low birth as the son of charioteer and used this to belittle him. Here simplified account of how Bhima ridicules Karna. Bhima sarcastically questions whether the charioteer's son has any right to compete with the royal prince in arena. He taunts Karna about his lowly status and lack of noble birth, suggesting that the Karna should instead be tending to horses and chariots. Bhima's ridicule is intended to undermine Karna's confidence and to remind everyone of the social hierarchy that supposedly places Karna below the Pandavas and Kauravas. This mocking and belittling behavior from Bhima adds to the tension and drama in the story, highlighting the uh, so- societal prejudices that the Karna faces despite his remarkable abilities and valor. 11th, how does Duryodhana defend Karna against Bhima's accusation? When Bhima ridicules Karna for his low birth, Duryodhana steps in to defend Karna with the passion and conviction. Here's how he does it. Recognition of talent. Duryodhana emphasizes Karna's exceptional skills and valor, pointing out that his abilities as a warrior should be the only measure of his wrath. Worth this not his worth. He argues that true prowess in the battle transcends the social status. Elevation of status. Counter Bhima's accusations and validate Karna's participation. Duryodhana immediately crowns Karna as the king of Anga. By bestow this royal title upon him, Duryodhana elevates Karna's social standing, making him a legitimate contender in the arena. Friendship and loyalty. Duryodhana publicly embraces Karna, showing his support and loyalty. He declares Karna as his friend and ally, making it clear that he values Karna's companionship and support, and regardless of his background. Duryodhana's defense of Karna not only restores Karna's honor but also strengthens the bond between them. This act of friendship and recognition is pivotal in Karna's life as it solidifies his loyalty to Duryodhana and sets the stage for their alliance in the epic narrative. 12th, how and why did Indra approach Karna? Indra, the king of gods, and the Arjuna's divine father, approached Karna with a particular motive in mind. Here's how and why he did it. Disguised as a Brahmana, Indra took on the guise of Brahmin, a holy man, to approach Karna. By doing so, he hoped to take advantage of Karna's known generosity and sense of honor, reason to protect Arjuna. Indra was concerned about the potential threat Karna posed to his son Arjuna in the Kurukshetra war. Karna possessed powerful divine armor and earring, kavacha and kundala that made him invincible. Request for kavacha and kundala. In his disguise, Indra asked Karna for his kavacha armor and kundala earrings as alms. True to his reputation of never turning away anyone seeking charity, Karna willingly gave up these protective items despite growing their significance and danger it would put him in. Indra's gratitude and gift, moved by Karna's selflessness, Indra, despite his initial intention, was grateful. To compensate Karna, he gave him a powerful weapon, the Vasavi Shakti, the divine dart that could kill any enemy. However, this weapon could only be used once. Indra's approach to Karna was to calculate a calculated move to weaken Karna's defenses and ensure Arjuna's safety in the war. This episode further highlights the Karna's magnanimity and complex interplay of fate and divine interventions in Mahabharata. 13a. Why couldn't Karna refuse the gift asked of him? Karna couldn't refuse the gift asked of him because of his unwavering commitment to generosity and his vow to never turn away anyone seeking alms. This principle was cornerstone of his character and honor. When Indra, disguised as Brahmin, asked for Karna's kavacha armor and kundala earrings, Karna saw it as a matter of his personal integrity to grant the request, even though he knew it would leave him vulnerable. B. What does this tell us about the Karna's character? This episode tells us the several important things about Karna's character. Generosity. Karna was extraordinarily generous, willing to give away even his most prized and the life-protecting possessions without hesitation. Honor. He placed a high value on his word and his principles, demonstrated a steadfast commitment to his vows. Selflessness. Karna's willingness to sacrifice his safety for the sake of his honor reflects his selfless nature. Courage. Despite knowing the dangers, Karna faced the consequences of his generosity with bravery. Karna's actions highlight his noble qualities, and the inner conflicts that make him one of the most complex and admired characters in Mahabharata. 14. Why does Indra offer a boon to Karna? What is the boon? Indra offers a boon to Karna out of sense of gratitude and admiration for Karna's selflessness and generosity. Despite Indra's initial intention to weaken Karna by taking his protective armor and earrings, he is deeply moved by Karna's willingness to give them up without hesitation. Recognizing the nobility of Karna's character, Indra decides to offer him a boon as a token of his appreciation and to somewhat compensate for significant loss Karna has endured. The boon that Indra offers to Karna is the Vasavi Shakti, powerful divine weapon. This weapon, also known as Indrastra or the Shakti Astra, has the capability to kill any enemy. However, it comes with a limitation. It can only be used once. This boon is both a reward for Karna's generosity and acknowledgement of his prowess as a warrior. The Vasavi Shakti plays a crucial role in the Kurukshetra war as Karna reserved it for a decisive moment. Ultimately, he uses it against Ghatotkacha, Bhima's son, leading to Ghatotkacha's death, leaving Karna without his most potent weapon in his final confrontation with Arjuna. 15. Indra granted the boon with condition. What was the condition? The condition that Indra attached to the boon he granted Karna was that the Vasavi Shakti weapon could only be used once. After it was used, it would return to Indra and could not be employed again. This limitation means that Karna had to choose the moment to use the weapon very carefully, as he would not have a second chance to wield its immense power. 16. How did Parashurama realize that Karna was not a Brahmana? Parashurama realized that Karna was not a Brahmana through a revealing incident. One day while Karna was serving Parashurama, the sage decided to rest and placed his head on Karna's lap. During this time, a terrible incident occurred. The stinging instinct burrowed into Karna's thigh. The pain was excruciating, but Karna bore it and without flinching, so as not to disturb his teacher's rest. Blood from the wound eventually reached Parashurama, waking him. Seeing the blood and recognizing the incredible endurance of pain without showing any reaction, Parashurama immediately concluded that Karna could not be Brahmana. According to the social and cultural norms of the time, only Kshatriya, warrior class, would have the physical and mental fortitude to endure such a pain without showing any discomfort. This realization led Parashurama to uncover Karna's true background and consequently curse him, believing he had been deceived. What was Parashurama's curse? When Parashurama discovered that Karna was not a Brahmana but a Kshatriya, he felt deceived and was greatly angered. In his rage, he cursed Karna with the following curse. Parashurama declared that when Karna would need his martial skills the most during the crucial battle, he would forget the knowledge and the skills that Parashurama had taught him. This meant that at a critical moment, Karna's abilities would fail him, leaving him vulnerable. This curse significantly impacted Karna's fate in Mahabharata as it foreshadowed his struggles and eventual downfall in the Battle of Kurukshetra. Despite his exceptional prowess and dedication, the curse served as a harsh reminder of consequences of deception, even though Karna's motives were driven by his desire to learn and prove himself. 18. What does Bhishma ask Karna to do? Bhishma, the grandsire of the Kuru dynasty and revered elder, had deep reservations about Karna's loyalty to Duryodhana and his role in conflict between the Pandavas and the Kauravas, recognizing Karna's true lineage as son of Kunti and therefore a brother to the Pandavas. Bhishma was concerned about devastating consequences of impending war. Bhishma asked Karna to do the following: join the Pandavas. Bhishma urged Karna to reconcile with the Pandavas and join their side. He believed that Karna's rightful place was with his brothers and that his presence would strengthen their cause. Abandon Duryodhana. Bhishma asked Karna to abandon his allegiance to Duryodhana as he saw Duryodhana's actions and ambitions as unjust and ultimately destructive. embrace his dharma. Bhishma appealed to Karna's sense of dharma, righteous duty, and asked him to embrace his true identity and responsibilities as Kshatriya of noble birth. Despite Bhishma's heartfelt plea, Karna remained steadfast in his loyalty to Duryodhana. He felt a deep sense of gratitude and indebtedness to Duryodhana for the support and honor he had received, and he was determined to repay that loyalty, even at the cost of his life. This decision reflects Karna's complex character, torn between his sense of duty, loyalty, and bonds of friendship. 19th. What does Karna say about his loyalty to Duryodhana? Karna expressed unwavering loyalty to Duryodhana in several ways. One is gratitude. Karna often spoke about his deep sense of gratitude towards Duryodhana. He acknowledged that it was Duryodhana who recognized his talent and gave him a place of honor by making him the king of Anga. This act of kindness and recognition meant the world to Karna, who had faced constant rejection due to his perceived low birth. Friendship, second one. Karna considered Duryodhana not just the benefactor but also a true friend. He felt a strong bond of friendship with Duryodhana and he was determined to stand by him through thick and thin. Third is loyalty. Karna was fiercely loyal to Duryodhana and believed that his loyalty was his dharma duty. He often said that he would fight for Duryodhana regardless of the consequences and would repay Duryodhana's kindness with his unwavering support. Fourth one principle. Karna believed in a principle of loyalty and honor. He felt that betraying Duryodhana would be against his own values and sense of integrity. Even when he learned about his true percentage and his relation to the Pandavas, Karna chose to stay loyal to Duryodhana out of the sense of duty and gratitude. Karna's loyalty to Duryodhana was one of the defining aspects of his character, showcasing his steadfastness and adherence to his principles, even in the face of personal and moral dilemmas. 20. How does the Lord Krishna save Arjuna for Karna's arrow? During the intense battle of Kurukshetra, there is a crucial moment when Karna aims powerful arrow, Nagastra at Arjuna. The arrow is sure that hit its target and endanger Arjuna's life. Here's how Lord Krishna intervenes to save Arjuna. Divine intervention. As Karna releases a deadly arrow, Lord Krishna, who is Arjuna's charioteer, senses the danger. He immediately acts to protect Arjuna. Charioteer manipulation. Krishna pressed down the chariot with his divine strength, causing it to sink slightly into the ground. As a result, Arjuna's chariot lowers just enough for the arrow to miss Arjuna's head and instead strike his crown. Timely act. This quick and timely act by Krishna saves Arjuna from certain death and allows him to continue fighting in the war. Krishna's intervention showcases his role as protector and guide for Arjuna, ensuring that he remains safe to fulfill his dharma and play his part in epic battle. This moment underscores the deep bond and trust between Krishna and Arjuna, as well as Krishna's divine wisdom and presence. 21. What mishap happened to the Karna's chariots? During the climatic battle between Karna and Arjuna in the Kurukshetra war, Karna faced a significant mishap and his chariot. Here's what happened. First one is curse of the earth. Karna had been cursed by the Brahmana for accidentally killing his cow. The curse was that at his moment of greatest need, the earth would swallow the wheel of his chariot, rendering him helpless. Two is stuck wheel. As the battle with Arjuna raged on, Karna's chariot wheel sank into the soft ground, making it immobile. This incident occurred at a critical moment when Karna was about to use his powerful weapons against Arjuna. Third one is efforts to free the wheel. Karna struggled to free the wheel from the ground, trying desperately to lift it out. He called out to Arjuna for temporary ceasefire and appealing to the code of honor among warriors. Fourth one is loss of focus. While Karna was preoccupied with the chariot wheel, he was unable to defend himself effectively, making him vulnerable to attacks. His mishap proved to be the turning point in the battle, leading to Karna's ultimate defeat and the death at the hands of Arjuna. The incident underscores the theme of fate and divine interventions that run throughout the Mahabharata. 22. When Karna appeals to Arjuna's sense of dharma, Lord Krishna accounts many acts of Karna, and Kauravas, which violates fair play and chivalry, pick out any three such acts. When Karna appeals to Arjuna's sense of dharma during their final battle, Lord Krishna reminds him of various acts by Karna and the Kauravas that violated the principles of fair play and chivalry. Here are three such acts. One is the humiliation of Draupadi. Karna played a significant role in disrobing of Draupadi in Kaurava's court. After Yudhishthira lost her in the game of dice, Dushasana dragged her into assembly. Karna supported this humiliating act and even insulted Draupadi by calling her names, violating the principle of respect and chivalry towards women. Second is the plot to kill Abhimanyu. During the Kurukshetra war, Kauravas, including Karna, conspired to kill Arjuna's son, Abhimanyu. They trapped the young warrior inside the Chakravyuha formation and attacked him simultaneously from all sides, which was against the rules of the fair combat. Abhimanyu was killed through deceit and overwhelming force, which was considered a dishonorable act. Third one is the poisoning of Bhima. In their childhood, the Kauravas, led by Duryodhana, attempting to kill Bhima by poisoning his food and throwing him into the river. Karna, as a close ally of Duryodhana, was complicit in this plan, which was a clear violation of the principles of honor and fair play. These actions highlight the moral and ethical transgressions of Karna and the Kauravas, reinforcing Lord Krishna's argument about the lack of righteousness in their conduct. 23rd A. What was Karna's response to the Lord Krishna's denouncement? In response to Lord Krishna's denouncement, Karna remained calm and dignified. He acknowledged the past actions and the mistakes he and Kauravas had made. However, he also justified his loyalty to Duryodhana, emphasizing the gratitude and debt he owed for the respect and honor Duryodhana had given him. Karna accepted his fate and consequences of his actions, maintaining that his loyalty and sense of duty to his friend Duryodhana were paramount. What does this tell you about Karna? Karna's response to Krishna's denouncement reveals several key aspects of his character. Loyalty. Karna's steadfast loyalty to Duryodhana, even in the face of criticism and his own downfall, highlights his deep sense of gratitude and commitment to those who supported him. Honor. He placed great importance on his personal honor and principles, choosing to stand by his word and his friend despite knowing the moral complexities and consequences. Acceptance of fate. Karna's calm acceptance of his fate and acknowledgement of his actions show his understanding of larger forces at play and his willingness to face the outcomes with courage and dignity. Complexity. Karna's character is marked by a mix of virtues and flaws, making him one of the most tragic and compelling figures in the Mahabharata. He is a man torn between his sense of duty, loyalty, and moral dilemmas he faces. These qualities make Karna a deeply relatable and admired character despite his tragic end. 24. Why was Arjuna's mind wavering when Lord Krishna asked him to slay Karna? Arjuna's mind was wavering when Lord Krishna asked him to slay Karna due to several reasons. One is code of honor. Despite being a fierce adversaries, Arjuna respected the warrior code, Kshatriya Dharma, and the principles of fair combat. At the moment when Karna was vulnerable, trying to free his chariot wheel, Arjuna felt conflicts about attacking him. Second is recognition of bravery. Arjuna recognized Karna's bravery and skill as a warrior. He knew that Karna was formidable opponent and respected his prowess. The idea of striking a defenseless warrior weighed heavily on his conscience. Third one is Karna's appeal to Dharma. Karna appealed to Arjuna's sense of Dharma, duty, and righteousness, reminding him of the principles that governed warrior conduct. This appeal further intensified Arjuna's inner conflict as he grappled with the ethical implications of his actions. Fourth one is emotional turmoil. Arjuna was aware of the Karna's tragic life story and injustices he had faced. This knowledge added to Arjuna's emotional turmoil, making it difficult for him to take decisive action against a man who, despite being an enemy, has suffered greatly. These factors combine to create a moment of hesitation and internal struggle for Arjuna, reflecting the complex moral and ethical dilemmas faced by the characters in Mahabharata. Ultimately, it was Lord Krishna's guidance and reminders of the past wrongdoings of Karna and Kauravas that helped Arjuna overcome his doubts and fulfill his duty in the battle. 25th. Was killing Karna when he was not ready for the fight wrong? The question of whether killing Karna when he was not ready for the fight was wrong in a deeply complex and morally challenging issue in the context of Mahabharata. It involves considerations of dharma, righteous duty, fairness, and the broader narrative of the epic. In the context of the Mahabharata, the act of killing Karna when he was not ready for the fight can be seen from multiple perspectives. From a strict code of honor, it appears unfair. However, considering the broader narrative, past actions of Karna and the Kauravas, and the divine orchestration of events, it is presented as a necessary act to ensure the victory of righteousness and justice. Ultimately, this movement highlights the intricate interplay of morality, fate, and dharma, and characterizes the epic and its characters. 26. How does the poet justify this wrong? Code of honor. According to the traditional Kshatriya code of honor, it is considered unfair to attack an unarmed or distracted opponent. Karna was preoccupied with freeing his chariot wheel and was momentarily defenseless, which makes the act appeal dishonorable. Past violations. Lord Krishna reminded Arjuna of various past transgressions by Karna and the Kauravas that violated the principles of fair play and chivalry. These included the humiliation of Draupadi, the deceitful killing of Abhimanyu, and the other acts of treachery. Krishna argued that such acts justified taking the pragmatic approach to ensure the ultimate triumph of dharma, divine will, and fate. The Mahabharata is replete with the themes of divine will, destiny, and the inevitable unfolding of fate. Krishna's intervention in the guidance to Arjuna can be seen as part of divine plan to restore dharma and righteousness. Arjuna's dilemma, Arjuna's wavering mind and hesitation reflect the moral complexity of the situation. He struggles with the ethical implications of attacking a vulnerable opponent, but was ultimately persuaded by Krishna's argument and reminders of the past injustice. By weaving together these themes, the poet C. Rajagopalachari presents a complex moral landscape where actions were judged not merely by their immediate context but by their alignment with the overarching goal of restoring dharma. This justification underscores the intricate interplay of morality, divine will, and the fate that defines the epic's narrative. Discuss in pairs and answer the following question. One is Karna is really one of the most tragic and compelling characters of epic. List any five great qualities of Karna which you admire most. Justify your choice of qualities. Karna is indeed one of the most tragic and compelling characters in the Mahabharata. Here are five great qualities of Karna that sound stood, along with reasons why they are admirable. First is generosity. Karna's generosity is legendary. He is known for his unwavering commitment to charity and would never turn away anyone seeking alms, even at the great personal cost. An example of this is when he gave away his divine armor and earrings to Indra, knowing it would make him vulnerable in battle. This selflessness is a testament to his noble character. Second is loyalty. Karna's loyalty to Duryodhana is unwavering and profound. Despite knowing his true lineage and the righteousness of Pandava's cause, Karna chose to stand by Duryodhana out of gratitude and a sense of duty. His steadfast loyalty, even in the face of moral dilemmas, showcases his strong principles and sense of honor. Third one is bravery. Karna's courage is unmatched. He faced numerous challenges and adversities throughout his life, including social stigma and curses. Despite these obstacles, he remained a formidable warrior and faced his enemies with valor and determination. His bravery in battle, even when faced with sudden death, is surely inspiring. Fourth one is skill and prowess. Karna's martial skills and prowess as a warrior are exceptional. Trained by Purshurama and possessing divine weapons, Karna demonstrated extraordinary abilities in the archery and combat. His skills earned his admiration and respect even from his adversaries, making him one of the greatest warriors of his time. Fifth is resilience. Karna's life was filled with the hardships, including the stigma of his birth, betrayal, and curses. Despite these challenges, Karna displayed remarkable resilience and never gave up. He continued to strive for greatness and fought violently until the end. His ability to endure the uh, persevere in the face of adversity is a powerful aspect of his character. These qualities make Karna a multifaceted and deeply compelling character in Mahabharata, evoking both admiration and sympathy from readers and audiences alike. 2. Epic highlight eternal values. From your study of these excerpts, life list any five values which, in your view, are very relevant to our lives today. Certainly, epics like Mahabharata highlight timeless values that continue to hold relevance in our lives today. From the excerpts we have discussed here are the five such values. One is loyalty. Karna's unwavering loyalty to Duryodhana, despite the moral complexities, underscores the importance of standing by those who have supported us. Loyalty builds trust and strengthens relationships, whether in personal or professional context. Second is generosity. Karna's commitment to giving, even at a great personal cost, exemplifies the value of generosity. Acts of kindness and selflessness can have a profound impact on individuals and communities, fostering a spirit of compassion and the mutual support. Third is courage. The bravery displayed by characters like Karna and Arjuna reminds us of the importance of facing challenges head on. Courage enables us to overcome obstacles, pursue our goals, and stand up for what we believe in, even in the face of adversity. Fourth one is resilience. The resilience shown by Karna in enduring hardships and persevering despite numerous setbacks highlights the value of perseverance. Resilience helps us navigate life's difficulties and emerge stronger, promoting growth and personal development. Dharma, righteous duty. The concept of dharma or the righteous duty is central to the Mahabharata. It encourages us to act with integrity, uphold ethical principles, and fulfill our responsibilities, adhering to our sense of duty and doing what is right contributes to a just, harmonious society. These values are not only integral to the narrative of the Mahabharata, but also serve as the guiding principles for leading the meaningful and fulfilling life today. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe and save the playlist. Thank you very much. Bye bye.